Have you ever wondered what digital extremes, the makers of Warframe, think about late-stage capitalism, collective bargaining, and unionisation? If so, what the hell is wrong with you, you bloody weirdo? This is a live service looter shooter, not Twitter. And no, I won't call it X, because I'm not a 10-year-old. But this questline does kind of touch on that. Don't worry, I'm not going to go down that route. I just want to touch on it at the start so that you have it to frame your thoughts. Also, remember this was released in 2018, and written before that, when fracking was a major issue in the press. That year, Quebec banned fracking. The politics is hard to miss, satirical as it may be, but I'm here for good times and shooting bad guys, not politics, so let's completely butcher this narrative. Oh, and P.S. Don't forget to give your helmet some love. You still at this quest, I'm by picking Fortuna on the star chart. It's currently called Star Days because of an event. Don't worry about that event, we're nowhere near it yet. But get ready for the greatest song in the game.
The land we call our home. Push to keep the dark from coming. Feel the weight of what we owe. This, the song of sons and daughters. Hide the heart of who we are. Making peace to build a future. Strong, united, working till we fall. The air and water flowing hard. The land we call our home. Push to keep the dark from coming. Feel the weight of what we owe. This, the song of sons and daughters. Hide the heart of who we are. Making peace to build a future. Strong, united, working till we fall. And we all lift. And we're all adrift together. Through the cold mist, till we're lifeless together.
Stop, hold on, stop right there. At the end of this, I was going to be putting many hours in to try and get a different colour scheme from the new event. However, my eldest son then informed me there's a much better way. Okay, it doesn't give the white I was hoping for, but it definitely gives a black. If we simply go to the market, and then seasonal event, and for 1 credit, you can buy the Valentine's colours. Now, what looks to be a very deep red actually comes out as a black, and it gives you a lot of reds and pinks to be choosing from. Not bad for 1 credit. Anyway, back to butchering the narrative.
Failure to meet your quotas means one thing: repossession.
We find ourselves at an industrial dockyard and some form of glue river? Wait, are we in a horse abattoir? Seabiscuit better look out. So we make our way to somebody who is presumably the union leader of the butchers. Is there a butchers union? I haven't got a clue. Anyway, like a landlord of a pub, she tells us to buy something or get the hell out.
You want to help? Go buy something from Thursby. He's been staring down the barrel of a repo order ever since he took on his parents' debt.
Unico, the name of the union leader here, goes on to explain what repo means. Basically, taking all the robotic body parts, including heads, arms, legs, whatever, and, if you don't have robotic parts, the organic versions. So if you fall enough into debt and can't keep up with your payments, that's what happens to you. Now, I'm not sure if there is an Amazon credit card, but I'm pretty confident this is how Jeff Bezos makes his robots. Not wanting to piss off a person who's in charge of turning living things into glue, we pop over to Thursby. His sales pitch, it could do with some work.
Whatever. Tell me you want to buy something. Please. I need this.
After explaining we're basically here as a union rep, he goes on to request that we immediately rip off his employers.
You could source me some supplies. Something I can sell. Not this garbage. I know where the taxman keeps the good stuff. If you're up for that sort of thing, boss, head topside.
Given that there's no option to say no, we're off to rip off some unholy combination of Musk, Bezos and Zuckerberg. On our way there, Thursby decides to give us a bit of a sales pitch for the union. As before, his sales techniques need some work.
A blizzard in a firestorm. All thanks to the magic of rebooted Oregon tech. And the blood and the sweat of so many thousands of Solaris. But, you know what Yuriko always says. She says,
Welcome to Venus. It'll kill ya.
Now, I don't know about you, but that doesn't make me want to join their union.
sneak and peek, boss. Crates full of the good stuff should be nearby.
So, at Thursby's command, and mostly because we have no other option, we go around stealing loot from crates, ripping off a poor, innocent corporation that I'm sure has done nothing wrong. Because remember, companies are people too. And, I've got to say, I'm rather against this union strong-arming. Is arming the right word? Quite the opposite, actually.
Hey, boss. Yugo says that if I try anything like that again, she'll rip me arms off herself. But, look at this! Yesterday, didn't have enough lucre to stay out of repo. Now, I got what I need to open my own shop.
That means not only is he selling company supplies, but he's selling them on site and getting rich doing it. Oh, that poor, poor company. They were then summoned to talk to somebody called the business. I assume this would be the corporation, but it is in fact somebody showing just how much good the corporation are doing.
The Tenno Yutiko mentioned. How do you do, Outworlder? My mission is to conserve this region's unique species.
How can you hate a company with such lofty goals? Especially as it seems to be rehabilitating a rather problematic person.
I wasn't always about the preservation of life, more the strategic deletion of it. Conservation may be my calling now. The scales still require an occasional adjustment. Head to the Valis if you're looking for some work.
I think it's safe to call the rehabilitation a work in progress. Unfortunately, it would seem I'm now working with the Union Fixer.
I've got a K-bomb with his name on it.
The union leader then steps in, saying no K-bombs. Presumably, she wants us to do this up close and personal.
Fine. But we do this my way. No K-bombs.
Or maybe she wants them ground up.
Getting ground up by the bureaucracy.
People are already getting ground up, UD.
Since I don't want to get ground up, I better do as she asks and attack some poor, innocent security guards. After illegally hacking company data, we're sent to go find some corpses. Presumably, Yuriko left them there to send a message, and we're there simply to draw attention to it. I'm then sent to go free some people that I presume are the people that left the bodies. They are, quite rightly, locked up. However, I'm given some rather explicit orders.
Yutiko, we don't have long.
Not again. Listen, Sparky. I need you to get in there and get our people back. And you don't need to be nice about it. This is the place.
Which leaves us offering big stick diplomacy again. Of course, the corporation is run by a good CEO, who knows what's going on in his business, unlike those union reps who have obviously never worked a day in their lives, and who expect me to do all the work for them.
Did you think I didn't notice your little heist earlier? Quite a stunt you pulled with that young... What was his name? Thursby.
Oh no. Tenno, you have to get back here before they get to him.
I'm sorry, lady, but isn't job protection the number one reason that people join a union? Shouldn't this be your job?
Hey, fellas. Thursby. Nah, you just missed a meet. No, I didn't do nothing. No, you don't understand. Stop! You got me!
He was a criminal, so quite rightly arrested.
Thursby. I was supposed to protect him and...
Yes, you were. But like a typical Workshire union leader, she's got to point her finger somewhere else.
This was a mistake, letting you get involved. Why did I listen to Biz? Maybe it's not too late to impress Neff before his big unveiling. Show him what we can do. Get topside. I'll fill you in.
Why does her saying that she'll show Neff what we can do seem a little bit like a threat? So we're sent topside to steal a bunch of stuff, or otherwise she's going to bathe the whole area in slag.
I've marked an excavation site where you should find some. Bring it back, and maybe we stop the entire Vallis from being bathed in slag.
Dear gods, this woman is evil. Is this what digital extremes think that union leaders are like? Not that the biz is any better.
When you rise up, people get hurt. It will only get worse. Fortuna needs that Unico back. We need Vox.
I'm guessing that Vox must be her supervillain name. Anyway, I've got to play my part in this horrible enterprise by killing a bunch of security guards who are simply trying to defend a mining operation. Jesus. I see the product I do, and poor old Neff, he's horrified by the productivity of these shocking union workers.
The investor showcase is tomorrow, and you lot still maintain the coolant tower is not ready.
Obviously, these layabouts have endangered the entire planet by not getting the coolant tower ready.
It's now, and the board shall know it was I, Nathaniel, who brought the glory of the Orakin to life once more.
See, all he's trying to do is revive old traditions.
Neff's gonna trigger a heat cascade if he boots that coolant tower up without the Amarast.
Because you didn't do your job again.
Solaris, why isn't it working? Fix this!
It would seem Neff is quite rightly at the end of his rope and is going to give some much-deserved firings.
This disaster is your bumbling. Present me your floor boss. Floor boss, select 50 workers of low efficiency and have them in front of Fortuna. Make your list. You have 1 orbit hour.
I mean, you can literally hear the regret in his voice. He desperately doesn't want to do this, but they've left him no choice. When you endanger the entire planet, some people really do have to be fired.
You're not going through with this.
Of course, typically the Union didn't see it that way.
Take this. There's a present in there for the mucking taxman. Why don't you deliver it to them?
Why do I suspect that this present isn't actually a present? Oh, and I'm doing her job again. This time I'm a delivery boy. What exactly do you do, Unico?
What are you trying to do, Unico? Buy him off? You've lost it. Wait, where's my K-bomb?
Oh dear gods, now we're
Where's
bombing
my
them.
50 Solaris, Fortuna?
Now you might think it bad form that Neff has sent so many security guards, but I'd like to remind you that we have a bomb. A bomb that Unico wants to make the most use of, in the worst possible way.
Now, Sparky. Get that case as close as you can to them. Now give them hell for Thursby.
We are the youth, the mutilated, the indebted. We are Solaris, united. And this channel is our messenger.
I would like to state for the record that I really didn't want to be part of this supervillain's gang. Given her efforts to turn the area to slag, Neff recognises what a threat Unico poses to all her people.
Whoever you are, you don't know what hell you've brought upon your people.
Given that I've died for a cause twice in this little exchange, it's safe to say that I've got an idea.
Neff won't risk destroying Fortuna with that orb.
Yes, because he's a kind and caring CEO, not like you. Of course, the union leaders are congratulating themselves on planting a bomb and getting me killed. So much for we all lift together. I'm the only one doing any bloody lifting.
And if you see Vox, pass along my thanks.
No, Biz. Thank you. We all live together.
And if we don't show him who's in charge, we're lunch.
Typically, they don't understand how management works and just want to be handed everything on a silver platter.
Sparky, Solaris United's just getting started. Neff won't want us messing with his investor showcase. He's planted that orb mother out there to make sure we stay in here. But now is the time to press for leverage. Head to the surface when you're ready. I've arranged a little something for you.
So if I've got this right, we're trying to disrupt an investor meeting. You know, the people who actually keep the business running.
Roki lent us her personal K-drive. Fastest board in the Vallis.
Strangely enough, she might not actually do her job, but she is able to arrange company vehicles for people she likes. Typical unions. Unfortunately, Tony Hawk's I am not.
How's the ride? If you want one, see Roki when this is all over.
C is just favours for your friends and death to anyone who opposes you. DE, why do you hate unions so much?
You made it. Time to give Neff a taste of repossession.
It's his company. That's not repossession, that's theft.
Corpus engineers! What's going on down there? I've lost control of the coolant tower. The investors are watching. Acknowledge.
You never had control, Neff Anyo. This tower is Solaris United property. We do with it as we please.
A reminder that this coolant tower is involved in some sort of fracking, providing energy that's keeping Venus livable, and destruction of it will lead to large-scale destruction of the area. That is what Unico is using as leverage. The lives of everyone.
Let's turn up the heat.
No, let's not. Pretty please?
Are you freeloaders trying to damage my coolant tower?
Yes, they are, even though they know the danger. And now she's not even hiding that she's trying to wipe out life on Venus.
You have been warned. Say goodbye to your precious terraforming project.
And poor old Neff, he's desperate to stop wholesale loss of life.
Solaris United, in the name of the Void, I command you to stop.
Neff spells it out for them, the wholesale loss of life. What he doesn't realise is Vox just doesn't care.
Blow that tower, and you'll destroy Fortuna.
Your fortune is what dies with us, Nathaniel.
Neff, of course, takes the only decision he has to be able to save people's lives.
Wait, fine, stop this.
Never forget, Solaris make the Valus work. No Solaris, no Valus. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, I understand.
And there we have it. They're forcing him to do what they want by threatening to destroy the planet. They really, really are the evil guys here. DE, what union hurt you? And of course, Unico uses the same justification that every supervillain does.
If it wasn't me, someone else would have done it. Meanwhile, you come see me anytime. Solaris United's got plenty of work for you.
No thanks. I think I'll be avoiding you from now on. And with that, this quest of awful corporate propaganda is finally done. So, as you can see, this entire questline was just shill for big corporations. Now, some may suggest I was being a little sarcastic, and maybe I made a couple of judicial edits in there. Obviously, that's not the case. I was very, very serious the whole way through. Thanks for watching. Like if you like, subscribe if you haven't, and next time, we're going to butcher the narrative on Deimos.